Hi, welcome to Paul's Tackle Reviews. My name's Paul Cresswell. The purpose of this YouTube channel is to give you some reviews, tried and tested tackle, been out on the bank by an unsponsored, unbiased angler, and that's me. As I say with all of my videos, just because something works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but I'll try and give you all the information so you can make up your own mind. Today I'm looking at my seat box, and you might have seen this in some of the other videos I've already done. It's the MAP H30 Lite seat box, and I've had this about a year now, and it cost me just under £300. I've had lots of boxes over the years, as many anglers have. I think one issue for me is weight of boxes, and physically my back can't stand having too heavy a box, and I'd love one of these boxes with the kind of frame down below and the stuff underneath, but I can't be doing with it carrying over 20 kilos around with me. And if you look at those boxes with the frames, I mean, the Preston Inception Station looks a great little box, 30mm legs. It's still over 16 kilos when it's empty without anything in it, and their Absolute Station is another couple of kilos on, so you're easily getting to 20 kilos to have to lug around. So this is a H frame. People say that, and I'll just explain it. The letter H, there's a front bit and a back bit and two bits there that form the letter H, and that means that it sits on the legs, clamped to the legs in 4 positions, and it also means you can move it up and down. You don't need to buy extra trays to get the height spot on for yourself, and that's a really big appeal to some people who maybe are shorter and they find even with a standard box they're too high up, or vice versa if they're very tall. The box as standard comes with a deep side tray and a shallow side tray. It also comes with 6 adjustable legs, and when I got this I thought these don't look very sturdy, but I have to say these adjustable legs have been absolutely fantastic, and they've never slipped in the time I've been using them. Another little feature is these tightening knobs here for the main H frame. You can put them in any position right round the top of any of the 6. So if space is a bit tight, you can put them facing in. It doesn't impact on getting in and out of the drawers, so you can configure it as you like. It's got a sliding foot plate. That was really well thought through by me. So there, you can slide it in for transportation, although some people will have it out even on their barrows, and then when you get there you slide it back out into position. I'll take some measurements for the box and I'll put them on so you can get some kind of maximum size. What I will say about the foot plate is there's a little spring mechanism there that means you can lock it in or you can lock it out. To be honest, I just leave it out all the time and just slide it in and out, and the foot plate has never moved for me. So as with all things fishing, we all like to tinker to get things exactly as we like, and there's a couple of things that I think I needed to change on the box. The first one is I've put a spirit level on the back in the middle. It's one of the round bubble type, nothing too fancy here, a couple of quid off eBay, bit of super glue, sits lovely. That works great for me. It comes with a shallow side drawer, but as I showed people when I did my inside my box, it is already partitioned even without the grey bits inside, so you can't use it as a winder tray very easily. So I bought myself a shallow tray, and people will have seen the shallow tray. That's on my pole floats what's in my winder tray video. So I put that, so I've now got the shallow tray and a winder tray on my seat. I've done away with the deep tray. I did actually buy another deep tray, and at one point I was using it with two deep side trays, the shallow and the tray, and it was brilliant capacity wise, but then we were getting up towards 20 kilos, and I always felt even just carrying it a short distance I was at risk, and it was putting quite a strain on my back. So I've gone down to this minimalist setup now. But what I do have, when I put this on my trolley and the foot plate is in, there is loads of storage capacity underneath, and I've got a couple of EVA carry lid things that I put under there, one with bait in and one with kind of accessories, and I've shown that on the what's in my box video as well. The other thing that I always tend to change is the seat, and I got a custom made seat box from Just Perfect Seats. I'll put the email address up for you there. And so what you do there is you've got your normal seat that comes like that, and that is attached with screws and a little bit of glue to this level here. You take that off, a bit fiddly, but I'm no genius in my garage, and I got it off quite straightforward, and then you just screw the next one on. These seats are absolutely fantastic, really good level of padding. I haven't got a lot of padding on my backside. Most of my padding is unfortunately round the middle, but this is a really comfy seat, and there is a number of custom seat makers out there, but I think this one is possibly the most padded and well padded kind of top bit. I see lots that are quite thin as well, and you can have embroidery with your name on and all that kind of stuff if you're a bit of a tackle tart. The clips that you use to get into each tray are amongst the best I've seen and used. I've never had a problem, they've never missed. I think they're a really strong design. Before this I had the Matrix F25, which is a great box, similar style, slightly more compact, but I didn't think the clips were as good on the Matrix. The reason I've gone to this one is it's slightly wider, slightly sturdier. The Matrix is a brilliant box, but I did feel like the legs were a little bit close to me and everything was a bit close. You feel like you've got more room. It's slightly sturdier, and the legs are 30mm diameter as opposed to the 25 on the Matrix, and the legs I think are absolutely fantastic, and like I say, never had any slips. I've also put a couple of stickers on the back. I always put my name on because I want to be friendly and people to get to know me. And I've also put the Paul's Tackle Review stickers on, not available in the shops, unfortunately. I'm really happy with this box now. It weighs, I've taken it apart to weigh it, it weighs around 14 kilos now, which is perfectly manageable. I've been out a couple of times, and I like just having a minimalist setup like this, and you can set yourself up really quickly. I do tend to have things attached to the box already, so when you get there it's really easy to sort out. I can't see me upgrading. I've probably said that every time I've bought a box, but I think this is an excellent box. There's nothing out there that really takes my fancy. I think this is excellent for what I need. I don't do great big wading. My legs never adjust more than about 6 inches anyway, like most people who fish commercials. What I have got, and you will have noticed, is 2 keep net arms on there, and these are new fish keep net arms, nothing in that other than availability. And the one problem with all H style boxes is when you put the footplate in and put it on your trolley, there is no support at the back here, so it tends to fall back a bit. Now that's strong and that'll hold it, but when you might put your rods across your trolley on, there's a lot of weight there, and I didn't think it was doing the mechanism any good. And if anybody from MAP is watching, you need to sell something called a trolley bar that goes from there to there on the bottom. And even easier than that, if you look at the footplate bar that goes across with the two fixings, if you just have that bar without any fixings at all to go along the bottom, you'll be able to charge 25-30 quid, and you will solve a huge problem that people have. Because what you might then find yourself doing is like I'm doing. I've come up with a way of putting it onto my box, but you might find people wedging things here or looking for containers to make things the right height, when really all you need is a bar across the back there, and that would really solve it. And I just can't see why they don't sort that out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how these keep net arms work to keep it on my trolley, and I'll take a photo. So my next video is going to be about my trolley and how I load it, but what I'm going to show you is I've got two of the arms from the Preston Inception to hold their boxes on my Preston shuttle, and they sit in there to hold everything level and firm while I'm transporting it, and give me all this room to use underneath. So I've just spotted that on YouTube MAP have done some upgrades to their boxes, including the H30. There is a short YouTube video that you can watch that shows their new boxes. What I will say is I think it's more of a facelift rather than a major change. There's been some cosmetics and some blue put into certain parts of the box, but it's got the same legs, the same clips, it's the same size, the same frame, and the same footplate as well. So I think everything I've talked about still applies. There are some minor amendments. It does have a new type of seat with a new metal grid underneath, not being a problem, the weight of the seat causing me any problems, but I think some people have had that. It does, the drawers now have a metal kind of finish to them, but they are the same size and the same clips. It is easier to remove the footplate with this, not something I'd ever do, and to be honest, it isn't a massive problem removing the footplate anyway on the existing one that I've got. They've also brought out a 36mm leg model as well, and I think some people like 36mm legs. I don't think you need it if you're fishing commercials, but if you're getting into the water, then it might be something that helps you. I think they're trying to compete with the Matrix XR 36 as well, which has been launched, which is a H-style frame with 36mm legs. The prices of these, the new H30 is 380, that's the RRP, and it's 435 for the H36. So I think they're competitive prices. The 36 is certainly 100 quid less than the Matrix equivalent. I think that's it for this week. You'll have seen on my other videos how I've amended things, and I've put a couple of leg extensions in so I can get my side tray higher, and that's on the Matrix extending side tray video. So I think I've taken you through the box, but if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below. I'm going to put up there a list of some of my other videos, can't list them all because they're too many now, but we're on thousands and thousands of views and some really good comments. If you want to look at those, they're all available on my YouTube channel. If you do want to give me a thumbs up and a like, that's great, helps spur me on. I'm doing about one of these every week now because we are starting to get back out fishing. And the next one I'm going to do, as I said, is my trolley, how I load my trolley, the features on my trolley, how I've also amended that as well to make that work better for me. And I've had that trolley, I think, 8 years now, so it's really going well. And then the video after, I'm going to look at a small item, but something that's really improved my organisation, and that's the Matrix feeder box, double-sided box for keeping your method and your cage feeders in. And it's not massive, but it really has helped me stay more organised. Until the next video, thanks for watching. Tight lines.